Unbreak my heart. What's going on, YouTube? Guys, OMG. This Toni Braxton biopic, Unbreak My Heart. Guys, let me just tell you this. I shockingly enjoyed this biopic because it just shows the struggle of what Toni Braxton went through in her life and her career. You know, the bankruptcy, lupus, her son having autism, and it just shows the many struggles that the Braxton sisters, not just Toni, but she really did well by including her sisters as well. You didn't see much of her brother Michael Jr., but you've seen a lot of the Braxton sisters. Now, I got to give kudos mainly to Debbie Morgan because she played Evelyn down to the T. I actually really enjoyed the sequence of this biopic. Now, let me just tell y'all this. The lip syncing, I was so glad that they actually had their voices in the movie. But the lip syncing was kind of painful to watch for me, only because they really didn't go too well. It was kind of hard to really pick up the voices, to see if their voices were moving with the Braxton's voices. But I love the fact that the Braxton sisters' voices were in the movie. Okay, for one. Two, the guy who played Babyface. Now let me get into these. Let me get into the people who played on the movie because I gotta get their names. Lex Scott Davis is the girl who played Toni Braxton. Now at times she really didn't look like Toni to me, but in certain areas of the movie, like when when she performed "Unbreak My Heart," like when the one when she did in Paris, the live performance they showed when she did in Paris, I really think that she really looked like her right there. When she did 7 Whole Days, the video, they had that down pack. When they showed all the sisters and Toni, I think I liked it. That sequence. Sky P. Marshall is a girl who played Tawanda Braxton. Now, I don't really think that she had Tawanda down to the max. I'm going to tell you why, because she really didn't really favor Tawanda to me. Tiffany Hines had Tamar down to the T. Okay, I actually really love this girl. I think that she really took the time out to study Tamar. I don't think she sounded like Tamar, but I think that she really looked like her in certain areas of the movie. You seen the part when Toni had a place, the part when they had to pack all her stuff up. I really liked her. I really think that she did a good job. Courtney Scott Wright is the girl who played Tracy Braxton. Now, you didn't see a lot of her, but in certain areas, she did sort of kind of look like Tracy. Latoya Franklin is a girl who played Trina. Now, Trina, the girl who played Trina, she actually really looked pretty, but she really didn't look like Trina that much to me at all. The guy who played Carrie looked just like him. Okay, I was really getting Carrie from this guy. I'm like, okay. I said he playing Carrie. He got Carrie down to the T. Gavin Houston, Kenny Babyface Edmonds. I'm gonna tell y'all what was so scary about Gavin Houston, because you all know Gavin Houston is the guy who played on The Haves and the Have Nots, and he's fave on that show. But anyway, he really studied Babyface. He was the perfect face, the perfect voice. He really had. Now his lip syncing was on point. When they showed a little bit, of course, at the end of the movie, when they was doing God knows I never meant to hurt you. Ooh, you just really get Babyface. It was so many sequences in this movie that scared the living Jesus out of me, because he really had Babyface down to the T. Greg Davis Jr., the guy who played L.A. Reid, sort of kind of looked like him. Okay, when you think about the original LA, when you think about L.A. Reid, they in certain areas they had him out of the course of his life when he was bald, but he wasn't always bald headed. And I love the fact that Greg Davis did sort of kind of look like him, not really, but he really did in certain areas looked like him. Okay, and also Celeste Sullivan really had pebbles down to the T more than the other girl did. Actually, Greg Davis and Celeste Sullivan had L.A. Reid and Pebbles down to the T more than um the ones on the TLC movie, in my opinion. I just want to say. Overall, they did a good job. Toni did a great job. I love the fact that in certain areas of the movie, Toni was narrating in the movie, talking about what she went through, how she struggled. I just love the fact that you heard Toni's voice in the movie, showing that she is the one that directed the movie and that she's the one who it just show all the struggles of Toni Braxton, and some stuff kind of will make you want to cry a little bit because you just never know how much Toni went through in her life and her career, and I really, really enjoyed seeing it. I really think that this is a good experience for Toni becoming a director. Okay, I won't necessarily say the movie was back-breaking, and I won't necessarily say it was breathtakingly good, but it was good. Okay, I actually really liked it. The direction, in certain areas when they had all the girls singing together, it really reminded me of Braxton Family Values. It had a lot of Braxton Family Values in this movie. And you probably really couldn't tell, but in certain areas of the movie, it just really, really showed a lot of the Braxton Family Values. I'm gonna tell you the best part on this movie was when Debbie Morgan went off, when Evelyn went off on Michael's ass about cheating. Oh my God! I'm telling you, Debbie Morgan should win something for that because she had the best role. I mean, you could just tell that she really, really, she was made for this role. Okay, I'm gonna tell you something. The two best roles in this movie was Debbie Morgan and Gavin Houston, in my opinion, because they really, really took their time and did a good job. As far as Evelyn and Babyface, because Gavin Houston scared the living bejesus out of me, but Evelyn, baby, has been done justice. Okay, I love me some Evelyn. I slapped the piss out of you. Okay, they put a little bit of that. I really love how the girl who played Tamar, had her little attitude, head wiggling and head moving and head twitching a little bit. I just really, really enjoyed certain areas of this movie, but it was some stuff that was lacking to me. One thing that was lacking to me about this movie was the simple fact that the timeline of the movie was going too fast. Okay, they showed everything up from 91 to 92, then they went to 93. They skipped past 94, 95. They went to 98. Then they went all the way to 2011 when not 2011 to 2013, I believe. So when um they did love, marriage, and divorce. And guys, I don't really necessarily agree, but it's not their fault. Only because of the simple fact that Lifetime only allows up to 2 hours of a biopic. I don't know who's gonna have another biopic, but if I had to say, maybe the best biopic on Lifetime, to me, in my opinion, is the Toni Braxton one, because even though it kind of started off slow at the beginning, you get a lot about. You just get a lot about Toni's life. How her mother was very religious. You see a little bit of the dad, and he kind of sort of looks like the dad a little bit. Michael Braxton. But I just really want to give Toni her props for sharing her story. It took a lot of hard work, but it just showed so much. It's kind of inspiring in a way because it inspires a lot of people who has lupus and a lot of people who has autism. It just brings out the struggle of what Toni been through. How she had to get rest and just she just been through a lot of things. They didn't really have much love scenes, and I don't know if that was cool because Carrie and Toni's relationship was very, very, you felt the sexual chemistry with their relationship. But you could tell she was madly in love with him. But I really didn't know the reason why they had divorced, but it was only because she was in a life or death situation, having lupus, which was not a cure, and that's a disease that she had. I just pray for my faves, because I really, really love the Braxtons. I think that this is great. I think that the Braxton sisters will be proud. I think Evelyn will be proud. I think Michael will be proud, even though his situation was the worst in the movie. But I really, really enjoy. I just think that I want to give Toni her props because, and even they're talking about it on Twitter a lot. I haven't really heard too much bad stuff about this biopic. Even though it seemed rushed in certain areas, you still got enough of what Toni was trying to do with this project. And I think that she did pretty good job. Anybody could do it. This is just a good way for Toni to make money, and not just her. Her sisters. I just really, really love how she added them on there. I love me some Tamar. I'm going to tell y'all something. Y'all know I'm a huge Tamar fan. Toni and Tamar. I love all the sisters, but I love me some Toni and Tamar because I just love seeing the fact that the girl who played Tamar really kind of did have Tamar. You know, even though she didn't sound too much like her. You know, just my main struggle with this movie was the lip singing. Okay, I don't really know if that was on point, but it just showed how, you know, Toni wanted to display a sexier image to her, and how Babyface really wanted her to have a cleaner image to her. You know, it just showed, and throughout the course of 20 years, what Toni has been through, and I'm glad it's out. You know, if they put it on DVD, because I know they usually do put biopics on DVD. You know, I might buy it. You know, I really like it. I think that it was based off her book as well. You know, because Toni made a book called Unbreak My Heart. But I really, really like it. I love the certain images with what's her name? Lex Scott Davis. You know, certain areas of the movie she really did look like Toni in there. That, you know, that was kind of shockingly surprised. But I gotta give my props to Gavin Houston, because that boy just was the right face. They knew what the hell they was doing when they picked him for Babyface, because he really does sort of kind of favor Babyface a little bit. He kind of has that same edge that Babyface has. So, guys, I just love this biopic. I want to hear what you guys think about it. Please take the time out to look at this video and comment. Put up your likes. Tell me what you think about it, because I'm feeling it. Tell me what you guys are feeling it. Tell me what your flaws about the movie were. If you thought it moved too fast, if you thought it rushed, give me your thoughts, because I was definitely feeling this movie. This is Forever Brandon TV. Unbreak my heart. Say you love me again. This is Forever Brandon TV. Signing off. Deuces.